Brothers and sisters, Trinity de Guzman coming at you right now from this magical mountain here in Peru. I just did an amazing hike this morning for about 3 hours, hiking up this mountain to find this beautiful, magical temple space. And I'm just on the side of this cliff right here with these dogs that we brought up the mountain. It's just so powerful here. The energy of these mountains are just so transformational in and of themselves. And the reason I'm making this video is because I received such beautiful, powerful clarity in a San Pedro ceremony that I had just a couple days ago, and an Ayahuasca ceremony just a couple days before that. Yeah, it's really deep, powerful, intense work. And for those of you who are not familiar with these terms, San Pedro or Ayahuasca, these are medicines that come from here in Peru that have the ability to just bring us back to our truth, to our hearts, to all the things that truly matter, and to be able to open and unlock a joy inside of us that I truly believe and that I saw so clearly in my ceremony is what we are here to do. It's to enjoy life. In my ayahuasca ceremony, I was sitting in the mountains, just surrounded by these powerful spirits. And I was just sitting on a little bench, and I looked up, and I felt so small. I looked up, surrounded by these mountains, but even more so than that, looked out into the stars. And it was such a beautiful, clear night. And I just reflected and was guided to hear these messages that, like how small I really am in this world was what was shown to me. Not only how small I am in this world, but how small the earth is in the universe. And the reason that's important is because we get so caught up in our problems, in our challenges, in the things that we believe are such a big deal in our lives. All these things that, yeah, for sure, when we're experiencing them can be very difficult. But what it did was it put things in perspective for me. And it really showed me my problems, all the things that I think, are a big deal, all the things I worry about or stress about or think about, they don't matter at all. My life in this world, yeah, I'm wanting to do amazing things in this world to help people like you to be able to unlock and remember the deep joy that you are here to live. And all the things that I think I try to worry about, or all the things that my mind runs with and tries to show me is like important, that brings stress, etc., into my life, they don't matter for rainbows. And why is that important? Is because, I saw, even if I die, it doesn't matter. The world doesn't need healing. The world needs people who are happy. That's all that matters. That is the greatest thing that I can do to share with you and to really serve this world in our evolution and our transition process that we're going in through right now. It's all about remembering the joy that we are here to experience. And I just saw, in all of the animals and all of the beings on this planet, we are the only ones, human beings are the only ones who probably spend time thinking and worrying about what's going to happen in the future, or what's, happened yesterday. And all these things that are just so rooted in the mind. And essentially, by being able to see how small I am, and this was given to me by this medicine, ayahuasca, it's like it showed me my problems don't matter at all. Even if I die today, then it doesn't even matter. Even if this earth just blows up, in the grand scheme of things, it's all perfect. And really just understanding that everything in the world is unfolding exactly as it's meant to, even the things that might not look very good, it's all exactly as it's meant to unfold. And there's so many deep truths to this that this medicine has, revealed to me and shown me, that we are all just here as, God, fractured itself into infinite pieces of consciousness, into a dog, into a human, into a frog, into a bird, into a rock, so that it can experience its own beautiful creation from all the different perspectives and angles. That is our world. And so I have 3 things that I really want to share with you about how to be happy. You know, how can you really unlock that joy that is inherent in our own hearts to be able to enjoy this life the way that we are meant to? We're not here to, live and work and pay bills and then die. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to live a life of passion, of joy, of excitement, to see and be in nature like, I just spent my day doing. And I want to inspire you, the people who are watching this video right now, to do more of the things that make you happy. And so the first thing that I want to share from those 3 points is really getting clear on what makes you happy. Truly what makes you happy. See, there's a really big difference between what really makes you happy on the soul level and what you think will make you happy based on your conditioning. And so we grow up in a world where our conditioning teaches us that the things that are going to make you happy are going to school, getting a job, saving money, and maybe retiring, And that is not what's going to make you happy. It's not a bunch of money in your bank account. It's not, for men, it's not being with a bunch of women. These are the things that are so imbalanced and unconscious that our world teaches us is what will make us happy. And the reason I can say this so wholeheartedly is because I walked down that path. I walked down the path of honestly chasing money for years when I first left high school until I finally had that and I realized that's not what made me happy. It left me more confused. It left me with more questions than anything. It left me really seeking, what am I really here to do with my life? And it's the greatest gift because it was first by chasing these things, this carrot on a stick that society taught me is what I wanted. It was by first chasing that, eating the carrot, and then realizing I was still hungry that I realized there's so much more to life. And that's when I started to ask the questions of what am I really here to do in this life? And so, yeah, we are all here to be happy. And, for some people, that manifests in being able to serve others, to be able to help other people in their healing. For me, I build healing centers and I share the medicine here in Peru. Why? Because it makes me so happy to be able to know that I'm bringing this level of joy into people's hearts in a way that they've never been able to experience before. It's not me, it's the medicine. And if you want to learn more about that, just click the link in our description. But this is really about sharing with you these keys that I feel are so important. If you really want to live a happy life, then first get clear on what truly makes you happy on a deep soul level, not what society thinks or says is going to make you happy. The next thing is understanding that this life is full of ups and downs, ups and downs. It is a part of the human experience to have this contrast of good and bad, because it is only through the bad that we will be able to enjoy the good as deeply as we can. And so, through that understanding that life is full of happy moments. Want to see this dog? Oh, he ran away. He's such a beautiful dog. He just followed me from the streets. Anyway, so continuing on, I wanted to share that the second thing is all about understanding that with life being this experience of ups and downs, the real work is being able to understand and learn how to enjoy the parts that aren't enjoyable. So how do we do that? Because it's inevitable that life isn't just going to be this constant experience of bliss, that there are experiences that are challenging. And so the real work is about how can we enjoy those moments. And that is about just really surrendering, really coming to the trust and understanding that we are not the ones in control. We try to believe, or many of us, try to act like we're the ones in control of our lives. But when we really look at it in the big picture, that these medicines can help us understand so deeply from the heart, not from the mind, that we are here as a part of this greater experience that is unfolding in the world. And it is not us and our minds and our egos that are the ones that are controlling it. When we can come to really just surrendering and trusting and loving this all, that is how we can really enjoy those moments that are difficult. And when we are having these experiences that are so hard, that are challenging, that are just, like almost paralyze us. It almost feels like our back is against the wall, like our level of faith is just like questioned. That is when we have to just surrender and trust. And the best thing to do in those moments is to just feel those feelings of that, whatever is going on inside of you. Because it is that energy that needs to move. And this is a great way to explain it, is that if you try to ignore your feelings, which many people do, if you try to ignore them, that energy stays stagnant in the body. So if you feel bad, if you know there's a part of your heart that is saying you need to do something different, you're at a job that you don't like, or you're in a relationship that's miserable, or something that you're doing in your life that is just out of alignment, and your heart is telling you, you need to change what you're doing, and you don't pay attention to that, and you don't feel that, that energy will stay stagnant. And the way that you allow that energy to flow and to move is to just spend time being completely present with how you feel and going into those feelings, not judging them, not trying to get rid of them, not, labeling them as good or bad, but just feeling them fully. And when we feel our feelings fully, that's when we allow them to be cleared. That's when we allow the energy to move. And that's when we can fully listen to the messages that are coming through from those feelings, because they're just here to teach us something. And so it's so important that we learn how to listen to our heart, to follow our heart, to feel our heart, because a lot of us live a life where we're not happy, and we keep doing the things that don't make us happy. Why? And that's the third point, which is really understanding, why do we keep doing the things that make us unhappy? If we know that, they're not bringing us joy, why do we continue to do them? And that is all about understanding so deeply the conditioning inside of our own minds that I mentioned in the first point. And that is all about really understanding that we grow up in a world that teaches us a way of living that is not supportive to our freedom, that is not supportive to our joy, to living a life that brings us so much bliss and experiences that are the things that we truly seek on a soul level. And so at our core, we all really want the same things. The same things make us happy. And that is connection with other people, connection with nature. That's freedom, being able to explore. That's, good food, it's celebration, it's music, it's dance, it's our passions, it's connecting to our creativity, it's community, it's gratitude. These are all the things that I invite you to create more of in your life. And, I've been sharing in this video for a little bit now, and I really just want to invite you, if you are called to really open your heart in a way that will unlock so much joy, so much happiness, so much clarity as to what will really make you happy, so much clarity as to what your purpose, your passion really is, because those are all things that bring us joy in our lives, then I invite you to Peru. I truly invite you to Peru. Why? Because Peru is a land that brings so much transformation. I have been living here since 2013, a few years now, just keep constantly coming back because it brings so much transformation. And I dedicate my whole life to sharing the gifts that this land has to offer. And if you want to know why I'm inviting you to Peru, it's because of these medicines that I had mentioned, San Pedro and ayahuasca. But most importantly, it's not the medicine that will fix you or heal you. It's you have to commit to a path and a journey of really wanting to walk and discover what is most important to you, what brings you the most joy, what will make you the happiest in your life, what will make you and free you from a job that you don't like, and what will truly open you to a life where you can be happy every day. That is truly available to us. And that is the path that I walk, and that is all I'm here to do, is share my joy, my passion, to be able to help other people to live that as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please click the link in the description, and I look forward to, hopefully serving you in your journey with this unlocking of the deepest joy in your own heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.